Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. As we venture into the month of February, we know we're going to be chock full of events, culturally and entertainment-wise, because we have great organizations like Connect to Culture and great morning show friends like Emily Frankowski. Frank, one of our favorite usual representatives here on the morning show. Emily, number one, I want to thank you for your time this morning. Number two, I know that you have been swamped and are going to be swamped bringing us marvelous events. I'd like to start with what's going on at Missouri Southern, because there's an international film festival, and so oftentimes we miss wonderful movies and wonderful presentations that may come out from different countries and different cultures, and this kind of gives us a chance to see what other people are doing movie making wise.
Yeah, definitely. And Missouri Southern State University is such an international campus as well. They always have those theme semesters that they base, each semester off of, and they have different events. But this is the International Film Festival that they do. I think they've done it for a few years now, or in this kind of format. Basically, there are 8 different films, and a variety of different professors at Missouri Southern select the films, and then that professor that selected the film will also give an intro, which I think is really cool. So you'll see films from, Mexico, Spain, France, India even, and it really just gives you an opportunity to see great films and films that these professors love.
And the nice thing is you don't have to search around online to figure out what the times are. This takes place every Tuesday all the way through the month of March, right, at 7 p.m.?
Exactly. And there are 2 locations. Both Missouri Southern State University will be showing some films, as well as our wonderful Bookhouse Cinema, right, in East Town there. And so there's 2 different locations, but yes, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and it's free.
Now, there's nothing like maybe a date night for dinner and a movie, or perhaps that you and your significant other, you want to dive into learning how to paint a little bit. And I understand that Jade Henning Cantrell has what's called a couples printmaking class. What exactly goes into a printmaking class?
Yeah, this is at Spiva Center for the Arts, and I think it sounds like the perfect Valentine's date. Basically, you're going to get a block which you will carve a specific design out of, and then you put the ink on the block where you have carved, and you put it down on a paper, and anything that was in that carved space, that negative space, will kind of be the white, and then the flat spaces will be the black. So it'll be a really cool design that you can create anything that you want. And what's really cool about this class is that you and your significant other will both carve a print block of half of a heart. And then at the end, you have no idea what your significant other has done. You'll get to see the heart as a whole and see those 2 different designs side by side. And they will give you a frame so you can put it up on the wall almost instantly.
I love the fact that you brought up that'd be a perfect Valentine's Day gift, because you can do the chocolates and the rose, but if you make it from right here, that really does mean something to somebody. That's a marvelous idea. Hey, we're very fortunate that Connect to Culture has a very important historical exhibit. It's called the 1968 Poor People's Campaign. And first off, I want to thank you for being able to display this all the way through the month of February. Historically, how do you describe that campaign and what it meant in our country's history?
Yeah, so this is an exhibit, a poster exhibit that is created by the Smithsonian and travels around. And the Post Art Library that's located inside the Joplin Public Library has gotten this and has it on display. I believe there are about 18 different posters that you can take a look at. And this exhibit really honors Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s final and most ambitious vision that each U.S. citizen should have equal access to economic opportunities and the American dream. So you will see, you'll examine this Poor People's Campaign. It's a grassroots multiracial movement that drew thousands of people to Washington, D.C. during 1968. And demonstrators demanded these social reforms, and they lived side by side in a tent city, which they called Resurrection City, and it was on the National Mall. And they lived there for 43 days, kind of backing these ideals. And so you'll get to see in these posters, ephemera from that time. You'll just see different things that they've collected through a poster exhibit.
And I think the great thing about having that exhibit at the Post Art Library, that's on 20th Street, folks, by the way, is that thanks in part to you and Connect to Culture, anything that you're able to secure from the Smithsonian and bring here to the 4 states shows you the importance of how truly it is in our entire nation's history.
Exactly. It is very important that we look back, especially during February.
And parents, take your kids. It's a wonderful opportunity for them to learn about the past as well. I tell you what, we're up against a break. Can I get you to stick around here a little bit? I want to talk about a homecoming celebration that I know is near and dear to your heart and the heart of many people, not only in the 4 states, Connect to Culture, but can really benefit all of us in the long run.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll be back and visit more with Emily Frankowski of Connect to Culture, and we'll have more KOAM Morning News for you right after this.